bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
Paul passes to Griffin. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Paul kicks to Griffin. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field card for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
And that one's good.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Lowry dishes to Patterson. Back to Lowry. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He's got 24 points and also 3 steals. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
And it's hard to say which has influenced the game more, really, his offense or his D. I mean, take your pick.
Here's Navarro, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him. Raptors trail by 10.
Timeout. Start it.
Toronto calls timeout. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Valanciunas passes to Johnson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Back to Lowry. The good-looking shot from the wing. Lowry's got 26 points.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And the Raptors making a change here. Carroll's checked in. Clippers leading by 8. To the inside. Here's Navarro, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Carroll kicks to DeRozan. Griffin with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Good. And now it's a 12-point Clipper lead.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Carroll, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers have gotten every shot that drops in since then. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Outside Lowry. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he gets it to go.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Navarro, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Paul against Lowry, and Jordan sends it back.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Valanciunas, but he recovers it. Rebound by the Clippers. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Navarro. DeRozan defending. They get it back. Nice D from DeRozan.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on Patrick Patterson.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Toronto. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points. It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Out to the wing. Navarro, the pass to Griffin. Clippers moving the ball around. The shot's good from Paul.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Patterson, the screen. Valanciunas dishes to Carroll. Wants to get it to DeRozan, and does. 6 on the shot clock. And that one off the back of the rim and in. DeRozan's got 11. And one thing about DeMar DeRozan, such sweet mid-range jump shooting accuracy. It was his bread and butter in college, and Greg the same here in the pros.
And he gets tremendous lift going up, really squares himself to the rim and releases it quickly. Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Here's Carroll. Again, Toronto.
DeMar Carroll with the basket.
Clippers leading by 17. Navarro, the pass to Navarro. It's stolen by Carroll. Now here's Joseph. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard.
You know, you look at DeRozan. I mean, he wants to expand his game. He's been working on a 3-point shot, but hit only 28% from behind the arc last season. That's not going to help you win on the biggest stages.
Now Joseph. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And Carroll gets it to go.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game. And speaking of DeRozan, if he wants to expand his game, I think he should actually take it further inside than outside. He has the size, the strength, the leaping ability to succeed at the rim, and that could improve his field goal accuracy, which at 41% is much more a product of shot selection than his ability to make shots.
And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Assisted.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Just 5 to shoot, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
Some changes for Toronto. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for DeMar DeRozan.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And Joseph kicks to Johnson. Shot to stop the run, and it's blocked by Jordan.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. It's going to be Johnson shooting. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Take a look at what Johnson's been doing. He has 8 points and the 1 steal. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew on.
And stolen by Jordan. Passes it to Navarro. It's stolen by Carroll. Now here's Joseph, defended by Paul. Carroll with the 3. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Carroll's got 14 points for the game.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Well, I'm sure you guys have heard this, that the nickname that has been given to DeMar Carroll, the Junkyard Dog, I think it's apropos. Kid drafted out of Missouri back in the 2009 draft.
Yeah, and he actually had to show perseverance to hang around as he bounced around a bit. But I think he's found a home now.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Carroll, an energy player who's developed a reliable three-point stroke. I mean, he can also hurt you in transition. He's got terrific size and athleticism, and he also really knows how to play without the basketball.
Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Carroll, by advanced stats, one of the most productive small forwards in our league. I mean, one thing I like, even as he's developed into a three-point threat, he still has an instinct for cutting to the rim off the ball when his defender turns his head. I mean, one of the things I think that allows his team to be so good is his understanding of how to play the game. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Los Angeles leading by 19. Paul dishes to Griffin. Here's Navarro, and he has 28 points for the game. Here's Jordan, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oof, this guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a power